Welcome back to the shop here at Basin Motorsports. I'm Canaan. Today we're going to go back to our composite or carbon fiber and pigment experiments that I started, it seems like forever ago. All right, so here's going to be our layout today. Now the carbon we're going to use for our colored carbon is going to be our four colors from our nice company we're working with is Vietnam Carbon. So I've got orange, red, I think that's purple, and blue. So I'm going to use those on the square. Cut out each color there, and then on these four here, the round ones, since they're a little harder to deal with to cut, I'm going to go ahead and use the chopped various lengths. So I'm going to use the smallest all the way up to, I think it's the inch. The 2-inch, it's hard to deal with on these little smaller pieces. Again, we're going to use the Venom Carbon epoxy hardener here, and then the resin, and that's extra. And then for our pigment, well, we have a lot of colors to choose from. In the past, I have done the two different golds, comparing them, and then I did the watermelon. Outside of that, Eye Candy Pigment sent me a bunch of kind of pinks and oranges here and red. I have some basic colors, which is like green. There's some blue, purple, some different reds and pinks, and then I have a color shifting here, which is all this pack. Now these are very potent, so I'm just going to use a little bit of each of these, and I think I'm going to pick from the color shifting because I've never touched those, and I think that would be exciting to do. Okay, so I got all my samples cut out. Now these are oversized for the mold, so there's going to be some edges sticking up, which is no big deal. Mostly I just want to see what the color change is going to be. Now of all the colors I've picked, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. This is a color change, and I think it's called Kiji. So it's kind of a bluish green. Something I haven't touched before, and I'm going to add just a little bit of this, so I will try and show you how much I'm going to put in. Last time I did these, boy, I tell you what, I put in way too much pigment. These are very potent pigments, and the goal of this is to tint it versus making it an opaque color, because I want to still be able to see the color behind it here. Now again, this is an 8-ounce comp. It does have markings on the side, and there's a link in the description if you need any of these. This is just a 2/3 resin to 1/3 hardener, and there's graduation marks on the side here. So this is mixed. This is already starting to harden now, so I need to stop talking and get the mixture in there for the Kiji pigment. Let me see if I can show you how much I'm going to put in. It's going to be just a smidge of it. All right, so now I just literally dipped that in there, and that's as much as it came out. And so I want to see if that is going to do anything to color this. I'm going to go slowly on this, so it might take 2 or 3 times just trying to get there, but I want to see what happens. So let's go ahead and put this in there. Yeah, let's do a little bit more. I'm going to do one more of those. All right, so here's number 2. That's just dipping it in there, and we're just going to tap it in there. So most of it came off the stick. And then we're going to, and then I'm just going to go ahead and mix this. Now I've got a different stick obviously there, so I'm going to mix this up. Let's see what happens. All right, that was not enough. That really didn't change much, so let's add some more. All right, so there you can see just a little bit more added. All right, so now you can start to see a little bit of a blue there to it just by mixing it up. If I looked down on it, you can start to see the flaking of it, where it's going to be the color change. I'm going to add just a little bit more. I want to make this a little bit more of a blue. So we're going to add just a dab more, and then I'll probably call it good and start mixing it into the resin, or into the carbon fiber and mixture. All right, so there's as much as I added. Now I fear that I've gone too far to the dark side, but we're going to mix that up and go with it. All right, there we go. So that's, you can definitely tell that's a deeper blue in there. So the blue on itself, all you're going to really notice, I bet, is pigment. But you can see the color change flakes in there. And now we need to add in a little bit of the resin on each of these. So you're going to add about 2 ounces per total. So you're going to do basically an ounce on the bottom layer. You're just going to fill in the bottom of each of the coasters, add in your carbon fiber, and then you're going to pour resin on top of it. So you're basically creating a resin sandwich with some carbon fiber or the colored mix inside of it. All right, so here's where we're going to start with. Now, of course, the two on the outside don't have enough resin, and I'm going to make that up on the back end. I went a little too heavy on these. I should have been watching my graduated here. So you're going to start with 8 ounces, and the goal is to put an ounce into each. I should have been watching along my cup as it goes down. I've stopped right around 4 now, so there's 4 total, but a little bit heavier here than it is there, and I'll just make that up on the backside if I can. So you can watch that. You know that 8 divided by 4 is 2. You're going to do half and half, so 1 and 1. All right, so here we go. We're going to throw in our carbon on that. If I just show you a close-up on that resin. So the resin is pretty clear. It's got maybe a hint of a blue, but when you add in the flakes, really, really, really looks very good. It's tinted slightly blue, and then you've got the flakes, the Kiji flakes in there. So let's go ahead and put our carbon in there. We're going to then put in our resin, which you can see has a nice blue to it, and then we'll see what happens when you cover all the colors. All right, now we have all the resin put in there and everything is covered out. If you find that your resin isn't covering exactly like you want, you can just use a heat gun and heat it up on low heat, and it tends to make it, I guess, less viscous, more watery, if you want to call it that, and then it will help distribute it out. The one thing you have to be careful of when you're doing this kind of the tinting or whatever with the pigment is that you can get, just like this is, you can get areas that are more dense with the pigment and some that are less, which is kind of part of the fun of it. But there's your red, and it's got kind of a bluish green. There's your blue, your purple, and your orange. And those are all in there. They're approximately 2 ounces of resin per coaster, and those are the silicone molds, so it won't stick. Now at this point, I'm just going to let these sit, and they're going to cure overnight. The shop is somewhere in the 60-degree range, so they'll cure overnight, and then tomorrow I'll come out and we'll pop them out of here. We can always cut off the any extra cloth that's not submerged in resin, and then we'll just make our samples and see how that looks. All right, so part 2 of this video, we're going to move on to the chopped carbon. The process is the same. So we're going to use the Kiji colored color-changing pigment from Eye Candy Pigments in the same cup. That's the exact same cup that I just mixed with the colored carbon here. 8 ounces. It's 2/3 to 1/3, same as it before. 1 ounce in the bottom. You put in your chopped carbon, so that's 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 3/4, and 1 inch there. Now we're going to let these cure overnight, so we'll come back in tomorrow and see how they do. I have used my heat gun to help kind of get the resin to, I guess, liquefy a little easier, become less viscous, and then used it to kind of make sure that everything's filled up in here. So you can kind of see down in there, you see some pigment where there's no carbon. That's what the resin looks like. So you can see the green-blue pigment all the way around. All right, so here's going to be our finished product of all of our samples. And we'll go through these colors real quick. This is out in the sun, so you can really see the difference. So there's your blue with your pigment inside. Very nice, good complementary between the colors. Purple looks good. You can definitely see the hint of the pigment in there as it changes. Here's our red. Looking good. And here's our orange. Kind of see it in there. And then here's our chopped. So this is going to be the 1/4 inch. Looking at it that way. Here's the 1/2 inch. Here's the 3/4 inch. And then here's the 1 inch. Okay, so that's going to leave us with our silicone molds that need to be cleaned from this round and another set made. Now I showed you all the colors I had available from the, we already did the gold, now we've done the blue-gray, so I have a lot more color change, plus I have some reds, some pinks, orange, etc. If there's a color in there you thought it would look great for the next sample, just leave it down in the comments. Otherwise, if you have any questions on what I'm doing or why, go ahead and ask down in the comments there. You know the old like, share, subscribe? And that way we'll see you next time.